Yes. Because people that are criminals always find ways to get guns.
Yeah, yeah. Ridiculous. They got laws now that says you shouldn't do this and do that. You shouldn't drink and drive. They do it all the time. What's the law got to do with it? You say no guns. Bad guys that have them, they're not supposed to have them in the first place. It should be difficult, not hard.
I think it should be based on the type of weapon. So if you have an automatic weapon that's capable of doing a lot of damage very quickly, that type of weapon should have more restrictions on it.
You know, proper vetting of the person now that they have these technologies to have databases on your record and what your history is, and both mental and whatever, to properly vet a person to see that he's not another nut getting a gun like we've seen.
I think there should be procedures. And one of those procedures should be an evidence of good citizenship. Age should be another one, just like voting. You have to be a certain age. Or you have to be a certain age to go in the service, those kinds of things. So I do think that there are policies and procedures that could be put in place that would make us safer.
Very hard. It's too easy now. I have a friend that owned a gun shop. They show their ID and fill out the form and pay.
I believe so. Yeah, I believe so because again, education helps people to think ahead, helps people to understand risk, helps people to understand. Again, I'm assuming when we talk about education, we talk about the use of the gun as well. So both the practical use of the gun and the knowledge as to the risk help to mitigate potential future risk as well. So yes, I think so.
Yes, I believe in education is key to anything. You're gonna know more precautions, you know, like how to use a safety or, you know, all aspects of how to use a gun.
No, wouldn't change a thing. The violence is not because of the gun, it's because of the person. Their anger and their ideas, they're going to change what they want. They want what they want. So they got a gun, fine. They'd still be violent.
I do not. I think there are individuals with mental health issues, with medical issues, sight issues. It's a whole range of issues that would make a gun a risk.
Yes, unless you're a nut. If you're a normal person that obeys the laws and stuff, you have every right to have them, whether you want it or not. It's not mandatory.
The two words right there are every and absolute, and the answer to that is no, because I think that people earn the right to their constitutional rights by being a law-abiding citizen. So the answer is no.
I do. I think, again, education, proper education to the right people, covering the right things, knowledge is power, and I believe that that's always a help.
It's knowledge. You teach them something, it's knowledge. They wouldn't go out and they would know what it means to have a gun if they taught them a course that shows just what can go wrong. It's not like the movies. The cowboy that shoots only wounds them or whatever. The reality is a gun is a very deadly thing.
No, I don't think that students need to have guns.
It gives them something to do. Instead of staying in school and learning, they get to run around and protest and whoop and holler. And are they really gaining anything? Maybe a few people in there that are protesting will realize that it takes more than hollering and yelling to get things to change. It's not a big party, but most of the protests seems like they're having a big party.
I think that people, I believe in the Constitution, and I believe in the First Amendment right, free speech, right to free speech. So I think they have the right to call for action, and I think there's some truth in it. And I think we have to find that truth and figure out how to implement what needs to be implemented.